Start the show!
And her group, Surrender, Work, and Live, is here in Greenville and works with people all the time, helping them realize their potential and what they should do, developing leaders and stuff in our community. So it's really awesome. So I really want you to give a warm welcome to Precious Bivings.
Short, so I'll take this down. So grateful to be here again. Harrison invited me back in April, so I had an opportunity to share some stories. So tonight, I am sharing a story about love, awesomeness, and labor pains. So this is Mother's Day also, so happy Mother's Day to everybody in the room. So the year was 2003. I was 19 years old. I'll take you back a year before, 2002. I was trying to figure out life. I was 18 and been on my own since early childhood. I was trying to figure out life, and one day I woke up and found out I was pregnant. So the first thing I did was I asked my godmother. I said, "How did this happen? How did I get pregnant?" And she was like, "What do you mean? You know how you got pregnant?" So I said, "Well, I got to figure something out. I'm gonna have this baby. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I wanted to make her proud. So the first thing I did was I went out and bought a washer and dryer set. The reason why I bought the washer and dryer set was because I knew I was going to be a single parent, and I didn't want to have to load a baby and a laundry basket. So I said, I'll make an investment. Let's do dryer and washer set. So I went and got it and started preparing for her little space. I was in a one-bedroom duplex, and as the months went on, I became bigger and bigger, eating cheeseburgers and cherry ices. That was my craving. And so I gained 50 pounds, no surprise. Spaghetti and sugar was my other addiction. So come September, I became very anxious to have this baby. I was thinking, dang, when is she gonna come? So I ran track. I never ran before in my life, and I decided I'm gonna run. So I was 180 pounds, and I ran track, and she never came. And so then I decided I was gonna take castor oil because old wives' tale said that if you drink castor oil, you have the baby faster. I drank as much of it as I could, waited around, no baby. So October 31st, 2003, I wake up and my back is hurting and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, maybe today is the day. I stay right beside my godmother, who was a very take charge kind of woman, short in stature, but big in voice. So I knew when I told her, I had to tell her very calmly, because if I told her frantically, she would also lose it and get frantic. I would never make it to the hospital. So I knock on her door. Say, hey, listen, I think it's time. You think it's time? You think it's time for what? I think I'm having, and so I'm in between. I think it's time to have the baby. You think it's time to have a baby? Hold on, let me get my cigarettes. So she goes, she's like, so when you say you think it's time, what do you mean? I think I'm ready. Can you share the pickup truck? Can you crank up the pickup truck? I got my bag ready. It's been packed for months. I'm ready. She was like, Monique, I need you to calm down. Now you're gonna have this baby, but I need you to calm down. Don't get frustrated. Don't get upset. I'm looking at her like, if you could just take me to the hospital, everything will be good. So she said, look, listen, just calm down. Let me get my cigarettes. Let me find my purse. So she get her purse and she get her keys. She said, okay, go get your bag. I said, I got my bag. I'm ready. All I'm doing is waiting on you. Meanwhile, these pains are like, boom, boom, and they getting stronger. So she's like, okay. She's still standing in the kitchen, and I'm at the door. And I'm thinking, and she's the kind of person you really can't just say, like, hurry up, because she loses it, right? So I looked at her and I said, I'm ready. Now, are you sure that it's time? Because some people have false labor, and I said, I know my back is hurting. I'm in a lot of pain. Can we just please go? Okay, let's go. So she still got a cigarette in her hand. Right now, it's like hanging on the edge of her lip. And so she got her bag, and she get in the car, and I jump in, and she decides to fix the rearview mirror. And I'm in pain, and I'm like, I'm really ready. And she looks at me and she says, you need to really calm down. You're not the first person to have a baby. You won't be the last. You'll never get to the hospital. So she picks up her rearview mirror and taps a cigarette for the ashes, and then she fixes her for the mirror and she puts it in reverse. And it's clunking along, and we pull out, we're going up Pleasantburg. And so she said, and what hospital is it again? I said, remember St. Francis. You don't have to get an attitude. I just asked you what hospital. So I'm over there like, Lord, please, let this lady go. And she just goes there, when people are having a baby, you can go faster. You don't tell me what to do. You wait until we get to the hospital. We'll be there soon enough. So I'm like, oh man, I never asked her to do anything else for me again. This is ridiculous. So we finally get to the hospital. Now I went through the painstaking pleasure of registering before I had the baby, right? So they tell you, as long as you put in all the information, as soon as you get to the door, you tell them your name and you go straight up. Of course, that wasn't my story, right? We get to the front, and there's this man there, and he's about 275 years old. And he's there, he's like, so you're having a baby? And I said, yes, sir, I'm having a baby. I've already registered. I can't hear you. I said, yes, sir, I've already registered. Don't yell at him. You don't have to have an attitude. I've already registered. I'm just ready to go. Well, let me get you a wheelchair. I said, no, sir, I don't want a wheelchair. I don't want to sit. I'm in a lot of pain. He asked you to sit in a wheelchair. Sit in a wheelchair. Sit in a wheelchair. So I'm sitting in a wheelchair, and I'm in so much pain. I'm thinking, God, if I could just get up to labor and delivery and get rid of this crazy lady, this 276-year-old man, I'll be just fine. He says, well, let me go ahead and tap. So I'm walking ahead of him. You need to slow down, Monique, and really calm down, because you acted extra, and it don't make no sense. You're not the first person to have a baby, and you won't be the last. I'm thinking to myself, I'll kill this lady. And I don't get, so we get to the elevator, and we push it in. So I'm giving her the side eye, because by this point, the pains are like, pow, pow. So she's like, how you feel? You all right? And I don't want to tell her that I'm in excruciating pain, because remember, I'm not the first and I won't be the last. I don't want to hear that. So we pulling up, we get up to the top of the floor and we get off, and the doctor's like, oh my gosh, you're really red. Are you okay? I'm telling him, I've been in pain, and I'm looking at her like I've been in a lot of pain. It took us a while to get here. But I'm just ready to have this baby. I'm just ready to get it done. And so we get in, and they put me up. They're like, change your gown, and let's check you out, see how many centimeters you are. So the doctor's in. And he said, let's check you out. So he's looking, and here she is on the side. I mean, is she ready? Is it time? I'm sitting there like, so I said, well, can you call? She's my godmother. So can you call my mom? Can you call everybody? Monique, it is not time for you to have a baby yet. If it was time for you to have a baby, I'd know it, and I'd call the people. I said, okay, no problem. Now I don't want no problems with this lady. I finally got to the hospital. I don't want any issues. So we get there, and, I'm ready, and I'm dilating, and it took literally, like, such a beautiful kid. It took 36 hours of labor. 36 whole long hours of this lady in my ear talking about how I went to first, and I went to last. She brought me these really cute slippers. She left. She gave me a break. She left and she came back. In between the break, the nurses hooked me up with some temporary pain medication. They said, we'll give you this before the epidural, so it'll chill you out, take the edge off, you'll be good. Well, they never turned it off. So all day for these 36 hours, I was pumping with all this stuff, right? So she came back with these. I remember her coming back with these slippers, and they said, "I love Jesus" with a heart on the top. And so I was high, with this baby. They had me on the medication all this time. So when I saw him, she was like, look what I got for you. I brought this, and she had this real big, colorful moo-moo. And I was like, I gotta wear it because she bought it, and I don't want no problems. So I looked at her, I said, oh man, I love Jesus. And she said, yeah, you don't love Jesus? I do love Jesus. And so I said, thank you so much, because again, I don't want any problems. And so we get down, my mom is there now, and my daughter's father and his mom, and everybody's really, really excited, right? I don't watch scary movies. It's October 31st. So it's been about, say, 30 hours at this point, and everybody's really anxious. His family is really big on scary movies. So in between me being high from the medication all day, they decide, okay, you dilated enough, let's go ahead and give you the epidural. Now, someone didn't talk to someone, right? Because they went from this medication to the epidural, which I don't think is supposed to happen because I had been on it all day long. And so by this point, they put the medicine in my bag, and I'm kind of in and out of sleep. Well, every time I wake up, I'm saying, hey, y'all, I don't watch scary movies, and they look like Jason. And so when I wake back up, I said, guys, I told y'all I don't want my baby being born with Freddy Krueger in the room. And so it's like an in and out, in and out, in and out. And so what they were doing was they was waiting to hear me. They was like, yeah, here she go. Okay, we back, watch the TV. Wait. Okay, she back. Okay, so when it was finally time to give birth to this beautiful 7-pound, 6-ounce baby, the nurses said, okay, Miss Bivings, they were trying to wake me up. Because now I'm high as the sky. Like literally, I've been on medicine for 36 hours. I got the epidural in my back. There's no give, right? And so they're trying to wake me up. Miss Bivings, it's time to wake up. Let's push. You dilated enough. And I remember them saying, sit up. So I sat up, and I like push, and I give up. And they wake me up. Come on, Miss Bivings, you can do it. And so by the third or fourth time, they became upset with me, and I'm thinking to myself, y'all the one who got me high all day long. And now you want me to deliver this baby. I had this crazy lady, this man who was 276 years old, and then this baby hadn't come yet. And it's like 10:15. And finally at 10:20, and my mama is like, she's like, okay, come on, you can do it. Ain't nothing you can't do. You got this. Let's go for it. You can do it. And so she set it to the side. I'm looking at everybody like, it's 15 people in this room. Now my godmother has left. My grandfather is in there. I don't want my grandfather to see me give birth. So I'm looking at him like, Grandpa, you go say, I'm trying to wake up enough to tell him, like, I need you out of here. So when I finally get up, he's looking like, well, she don't look like she want me in here, so I'm going to go ahead and go. He exited out, and his wife stayed in. She's taking pictures of everything. Every cord that's recorded, everything, she got a picture of it. And so I'm pushing, and the baby finally comes out. And when she comes out, she's looking like, what is all the fuss about, right? Like, she no crying, no nothing. She's kind of looking around, blinking her eyes. And my mom, who at this time was like super hyper, off the chain, she says, what's wrong with the baby? Why the baby ain't crying? What's wrong with it? Something's wrong with the baby. The baby not breathing. And I said, Mama, and I'm still high, right? I'm cool, I'm chilling. Mama, listen, the baby's good. Everything is cool. Where the baby at? Let me hold the baby. I'm chilling. No big deal. Something wrong with the baby. Smack the baby on the butt. I'm like, Mama, don't do that no more. Just let them do what they do. It's not a big deal. So they grabbed the baby and they suctioned it out, and she cried. Cried. And so what I didn't know about St. Francis Hospital was that they don't allow for a nursery. Right back then in 2003, you had to hold and care for your own baby. And so I thought I was going to Greenville Memorial where they take your baby and you get to relax and chill. No, I was like, ma'am, here's your crying little bundle of joy. I didn't know what to do with this kid. So she's crying, I'm crying, she cried, I don't know what to do for her. So and she's crying because I don't know how to make her stop crying. And the nurse came and she was like, so the lactationist, I think that's what they call them. She's like, so do you want to breastfeed or bottle feed? I was like, I don't know. Nobody ever asked me that before. I don't know what to do. And she said, well, you should know if you want to breastfeed or bottle feed. I'm a bad mama because I don't know. I completely lost my mind because I had no idea. But the moral of this story is, even in labor, there's beauty. I'm so grateful 12 years ago that I had an opportunity to give birth to my one and only daughter. She's completely changed my life and allowed for me to be the person that I am. Thank you so much, guys.